Bible Story Time. Joseph's Colorful Coat from Genesis 37 to 50. A story about betrayal, divine providence, and reconciliation. Long ago, in the ancient sun-drenched hills of Canaan, lived a man named Jacob and his 12 sons. Among his many children, Jacob loved Joseph most of all, seeing in him a gentle spirit and great wisdom. To show his special affection, Jacob presented Joseph with a magnificent, long-sleeved coat, intricately woven with vibrant, multicolored stripes. While Joseph marveled at the gift, his 10 older brothers watched from the shadows, their hearts heavy with envy and resentment. They felt ignored by their father, and the colorful coat became a constant reminder of the favor they did not share. One afternoon, Jacob sent Joseph into the distant fields to check on his brothers and the flocks they were tending. Seeing him approach from afar, the brothers saw an opportunity to rid themselves of the dreamer once and for all. When Joseph reached them, they seized him, tore off his beautiful coat, and threw him into a dark, dry pit. Trapped in the cold earth, Joseph looked up at the circle of sky, feeling the weight of betrayal from those he loved. Just then, a caravan of Ishmaelite traders appeared on the horizon, their camels laden with spices and goods for Egypt. The brothers decided to sell Joseph to the traders for 20 pieces of silver, casting him into a life of slavery. Joseph looked back at his home one last time as he was led away toward a strange and unknown land. In Egypt, Joseph was sold to Potiphar, a high-ranking officer. Despite his hardships, he worked with great diligence and faith, but trouble followed him. Through a series of misunderstandings and false accusations, Joseph was unjustly cast into a dark prison. Years passed in the gloom, but Joseph never lost hope, eventually gaining a reputation for interpreting the dreams of his fellow prisoners. One night, Pharaoh himself was troubled by vivid dreams that no one in his court could explain. He dreamed of 7 fat cows emerging from the Nile, only to be devoured by 7 thin and sickly cows. Joseph was summoned from the prison. He stood before the mighty ruler and explained the dream's true meaning. He told Pharaoh that 7 years of great abundance were coming, followed by 7 years of devastating famine. Pharaoh recognized the wisdom in the young Hebrew and appointed him to oversee the entire land of Egypt. Joseph worked tirelessly, building massive granaries to store the harvest during the years of plenty. When the famine finally arrived, it was severe, spreading far beyond the borders of Egypt and reaching Joseph's family in Canaan. Hearing that there was grain in Egypt, Jacob sent his sons on a long journey to buy food so their family might survive. In the Egyptian court, the brothers bowed low before the powerful governor, not recognizing the brother they had sold so long ago. Joseph saw their humility and realized they had changed. With a heart full of emotion, he could no longer hide his identity. He wept and said to them, "I am your brother, Joseph. Is my father still alive?" The brothers were stunned and fearful, but Joseph comforted them, saying, "Do not be angry with yourselves. It was God who sent me here to save lives during this famine." He sent for his father, and soon Jacob and the entire family arrived in Egypt for a joyful and tearful reunion. The family settled in the fertile land of Goshen, where they were protected and provided for by the very brother they had betrayed. Joseph's story teaches us that resilience, faith, and a heart ready to forgive can turn even the greatest tragedy into a blessing. It is a reminder that there is a greater plan at work, guiding us through the darkness toward a future of hope and reconciliation. And so, the boy with the colorful coat became the man who saved a nation and restored his family's legacy for generations to come.
Thanks for joining us for Bible Story Time. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Brainy Barn for more stories and adventure.